Right, so this is a review of the Bosch ClasiXX dishwasher, model number SGS, I can't see it, where is it? It's somewhere here. sgs45C12GB, GB, 12GB, and this is the ever so slight variant, model 16, because Bosch changed it ever so slightly, so like different variations go on through the years with ever so slight different programming, etc., or baskets, or colour, or something like that. Right, so this is a full-size dishwasher. Right, you've got your on-off button. It's on now, but the cycle's finished with the timer here indicating it was 0, and you have 4 programs to choose from. You got your normal, which is used for every day, your eco, which is used more for plates and cups, your quick for lightly soiled plates and cups and glasses, and a pre-rinse, which will do a 90-minute pre-rinse to wash off major grime, etc., without using detergent before you select, say, a non-wash. The normal cycle, if I just do this, if I turn it off and turn it back on again, the normal cycle is 141 minutes. The eco is between 141 and 152, depending on temperature. And the quick is 28 to 32, depending on temperature as well. This is based on the temperature of the incoming water. You've also got pre-rinse, which is 18 minutes. And then finally, reset, which was reset to 0 and drain it for over a minute. Right. When it resets to 0, obviously it sets to 0 and drains. You can then turn it off, turn it back on again, and these 3 flash. This means just to select a cycle, basically. It means it's not a cycle or selected. You can also press and hold this, which is your starting hours, and that goes up to, I think, 24 hours. 19, sorry. So it delays the cycle up to 19 hours before start, and then obviously whatever your cycle time is. You'll also notice down here the sticker, it's 12-place settings, it uses 13 litres only, it's energy class A rated. It says quiet at 52 decibels, although this is loud for a dishwasher, but you must take into account this is a classic, so there's no insulation among the dishwasher. The later models, like the high-class models like the XL, etc., all have insulation, which makes it quieter. You also have the height adjustable basket and 4 programs. Okay, let's take a look inside. Obviously this is sort of pre-filled a little bit, so we'll just take a look down there first. Right, you've got your detergent dispenser here, which is very easy to push across and push down until that clicks out there. What's great about this is that this is probably one of the best opening things ever, because it gives you a 35ml detergent dispenser, which is the right size for a tablet, and you can even open it back up by pushing that. See? You've also got, this is your rinse aid as well, with a markers from 1 to 6, and that actually indicates how many mils of rinse aid per cycle. We've left it on 1. We do add extra rinse aid, despite having rinse aid in the finished tablets. Down at the back here, if I now move this here and open this up here. Down at the back here, this is your salt refill. You've also got a filter. Oh, one of the clips are broken. Oh, come here. That's one of the clips. off one of the dishwashers racks somewhere. Obviously it hasn't gone down the drain, which is luckily. We've also got a filter here with an inner filter. And as you can see, we don't clean these filters very much, but even so, after 2 years, because this is why I'm doing it, we've just had the expiry sheet from Bosch saying it's out of date. But anyway, we haven't cleaned these filters, and this gets used every day, but as you can see, it doesn't actually clog up. Also, as I just mentioned there, we do use it every single day, almost. It's on between 6 and 7 times a week. You've got your top rack here, which is also height adjustable, which I've already shown you in another vid. How to adjust the upper and lower the upper baskets to be lower or higher. We have it on a higher setting because we have very big plates. And as you can see, we don't use this properly, like for proper racking, but this is for these small side plates, for your bowls, racks for cups and glasses. There are extra brackets here, which we've taken off, which are removable, and you can put to one side, which is there for your glasses, your wine glasses. And this here, which wasn't on all Bosch models, it is new for this. This is a knife rack. You put your knives in there and you sit right like that, so you get a proper good wash on the blades, which actually does kind of work actually. But then again, even likewise, we've always put them down here, like in one of them, on the old hot point that we had, which was also built by Bosch, and it was no different. Right, we'll take a look at the bottom rack. Right, you've got the standard 2 racks here, which haven't changed in years. They're both collapsible, which flick out here, but we're not going to do that right now because obviously we've got plates in there. And you've got these bigger gaps for serving dishes. You can also obviously lower it to put pans and stuff in. And then we've got finally the cutlery tray. This is a big cutlery tray on any dishwasher. It sits in its own gap there, as you can see. Right, and as you can see, there's no change actually. In the last 15-20 years, there's no actual change in the basket design. However, what they have put is a grate over it. If you look at what we've done here, we've had to cut these out, because we have these, and they don't. Well, that one's fine, but if I get a fork of ours, let's get a fork. This is one of our forks, right? And this is the gaps that you usually put them in. It is quite hard to put it in, and especially with these ones here, which we really just can't put in at all. So we've had to cut out a few of the gaps, because these are the smaller gaps here, right? Supposedly it's put a fork in there like that, but we can't on it at all, so we've had to cut them out. But in fact, if anything, I find this even worse than the old hot point Bosch made model that we had 2 years ago, which that lasted 13 years. Great. The cutlery is now coming out worse than what we had on the last machine. It also dries worse than the last machine. So even though it's 15 years more advanced than what we last had, it seems to be worse than what we used to have. And I would happily swap back to the old model. Okay, so that's my review of the Bosch dishwasher. It's great. It's actually it's very reliable. It does wash really well, except the cutlery, and only the cutlery. Everything else seems to wash sort of fine. The build quality is quite good considering it's actually quite cheap. It's the cheaper end. and even though it's only got 3 programs, it's plenty for what we want it to do. We do use all 3, but it's mainly normal and the quick wash cycles that we use. And it's simple to use as well. Right. That's my review of the Bosch ClasiXX dishwasher. I hope this has helped make you mind up about choosing a dishwasher. I will say this is better than any Hotpoint, or even cheaper and Beco and stuff, etc. like that. In terms of build quality, and probably in wash quality as well. The drying could do with being changed on this, because it's not as good as it once was as the Hotpoint, and yet we use the same detergent, same rinse aid, etc. Not just quite there yet. So, but this could be all to do with save energy. So, thank you for watching, and thanks for watching my review. Thank you.